Hi, I'm Mike, and welcome back to Our Wyoming Life. If this is your first time here, please subscribe and follow along as we explore the ranch life and escape the ordinary, because there's a lot coming up in the next month right here on the ranch. And that's really what today is all about, is getting ready for that next month and taking a look and see what we have going on. I tried to make this video last week, and of course we ran into that problem with that stillborn calf that we had to deal with. This week I'm back on schedule, and yeah, there's a lot of stuff lined up in the next few weeks. The 30 and 30 begins in just a few days, actually. That's 30 videos in 30 days over the entire month of April, and I invite you guys to come along for that. Great time to subscribe to make sure that you're not going to miss anything. Those 30 videos will take us most of the way through calving, so I'm hoping that in that 30 days, every single calf that we're expecting here on the ranch will be born, and you guys can come along every step of the way. We're also going to be doing projects around the ranch and tons of other stuff, and of course the whole thing is followed by the 24-hour live stream, which happens on May 1st. 24 hours live here on the ranch. You guys get to come along for it, ask questions throughout the entire thing, and basically see what 24 hours looks like on the ranch. Past years that we've done this is the third time that we've done it now. I don't get much sleep, but we get to have a lot of fun. So I'm inviting you along for that as well. Today, we're gonna go out and we're gonna take a look at cows. Very simple day, but this is the beginning of a whole new season on the ranch. And that season has everything to do with calving and making sure that, that light drives me crazy back there, and making sure that all of our cows are happy and healthy as they head into calving season. Every single morning, we're going to go out and check cows for calves, and make sure that nothing hinky is going on. We're also going to do it before we feed, so that everybody's kind of relaxed and not really up and working, worked up and chasing food or anything like that. We're going to go out. We're going to make sure everybody's mellow, and we're really just going to look at the cows. But today I wanted to bring you along so I can explain to you what we're looking for, and also what's happening with the cow. And this is all about, well, it's all about health care for the cows. Before we head out, since we're talking about health and all that, I got to tell you that flu ran through the entire family this week. It started off with Lincoln, moved on to Erin. I got it the same day as Mackenzie, and her and I suffered together. And now today, Grace is home from school. So super fun times. Now, I'm not getting any younger, and it may be a shock to you that as a self-employed farmer, I don't have health insurance. Wyoming is a hard state for health insurance anyway, but I really have been looking into it. And one option that I have found, luckily enough, has been with our friends over at FBN, Farmers Business Network. Members have been asking for affordable health insurance, and last year FBN delivered. They now have plans available in all 50 states, even Wyoming. And I've been researching and with this new business model of ours and the ranch, the risks we're taking, it wouldn't take much to derail the whole operation. So I got a hold of the team at FBN. I'm still waiting for my official quote, but talking with someone who knows what ranchers and farmers deal with is worth every minute that I've spent so far. I found out that their plans include free preventative and telemedicine healthcare, free air and land ambulances, and that actually means a lot, especially when you're off the beaten path. They have nationwide provider care, so it doesn't matter where you are, and most importantly, I guess, they have plans that actually fit your budget. So if you're in the same boat that we are, looking for health care or even something to supplement your existing Medicare or regular health insurance, check out FBN, and while you shop around anyway. In fact, I will put the link that I used down in the description, or you can just go to fbn.com, scroll on down until you find insurance. So healthcare, well, it's also happening here on the ranch, and that's what today is all about. So like I said, the new business plan is basically not taking calves to auction anymore. Normally, we would have a calf, it would be raised until it was 6 to 8 months old, and then when it weighs 450, 550 pounds, it goes off to auction. Somebody else buys it. It goes on to a feedlot, and then to a producer, and then, you know, or not a producer, but a packer, and then to the grocery stores, suppliers, transport, all that kind of stuff. We're basically getting out of that whole game. So when we start doing that, and every animal that's born here on the ranch will spend its entire life on the ranch, makes them a little bit more important, if you ask me. It's not like when we took calves to auction, honestly, like, it was kind of like, okay, now I'm done with that. It's now somebody else's problem. So not that the calving process isn't any more important, because obviously you want to be able to get calves to that point. But now we want even healthier calves. We want bigger calves. We want all this kind of stuff to happen now, because all of that is now our responsibility all the way up to the very end. So it's an interesting situation to be stuck in. And with us now saying that we're going to keep all the calves, my mornings start out with what I like to say is surveying the battlefield. The field where the calves are going to be born, that's our battlefield for the next few months anyway. And every single day could be a battle. We never know. So this is kind of like going out and taking a quick look and making sure that everything's okay just to start our day. It may not be, but it definitely gives us a chance to take a look at that. Most of these guys, the cows themselves that are bred, now these little guys that are laying down here, these are heifers. They are not bred, but they are in here with the cows right now. We are going to breed them this spring. Morning, Bambi. I don't have anything. No, I'm just coming to check you guys. Everybody relax. Calm down. We're just doing a thing. Yeah, just a thing. Anyway, the heifers will be bred this spring, so we'll actually end up sorting them off here before too long, but they're not hurting anything being out here with the cows. So these cows are about 2 weeks away from calving. And with being 2 weeks away from calving really just basically means they could calve at any time. So we never know what's going to happen. One of these cows could have a calf at any time, and we're ready for that really with just a tag gun. Yellow is our tag color for this year. Starting out with number 1. Grace picked out the color, by the way. We've got this loaded up, ready to go. So our first calf that we find will be number 1. Hopefully not today. Hey, kiddo. Somebody might remember this one. This was a previous number 1. This is Faith, by the way, if anybody's been watching for a while. Faith was number 1 2 years ago. Hey, kiddo, how are you? She's become friendly for some reason. Hi, Faith. Hi. Hi there. Yeah. All right, I'm going to get out of these guys' way a little bit so we can talk about what else we've got going on out here. Obviously, with the moms right now, what we're really worried about is feed, nutrition, and that's a huge thing. We're giving the cows the best food that we can right now, and that's an alfalfa mix that we've got that's really high in protein and giving these guys everything that they need. An old wives' tale used to say that when you got close to calving, you would actually cut back on the amount of feed that you would give the cows. The reason behind that at the time was thought that if the cows were eating less, you'd have smaller calves and easier calving. That's actually been proven to be false, and now it's about just getting as much food as they need, and that's mostly for the calf, the fetus, the development of that calf in these last few days of gestation. So what is happening to that calf inside mama? Well, right now they are the very last stages of development. Calves grow relatively slowly in the beginning of gestation. We're looking at a 2-month pregnancy. The calf is the size of a mouse or a rat. By 4 months, they're the small cat. By 6 months, you're looking at something about the size of a small dog. But by the time a cow reaches full gestation, which is 283 days, give or take, if it's a bull calf, it tends to take just a little bit longer. Heifer calves might be born a little bit earlier. But we want that calf to be between 65 to 90 pounds. 75 pounds is about perfect where I like them. So the last, 2 weeks or so is all about just that calf is already to full size. It's as big as it's going to get. The last couple weeks is all about fat storage for that calf. So now that calf is as big as it's going to get, and it starts putting on fat. And the last 2% of the body weight that the calf is going to gain is just in fat. And that's all it takes. When that calf is born, 2% body fat. But that's what's the difference between a calf that's healthy or a calf that can die really quickly after birth. So we want moms to go as long as we can in gestation. Giving them the food that they need is what allows them to pass on that nutrition onto their calf. They stay healthy, their calf continues to grow and gain weight, and especially that 2% body fat that we really want to get onto those calves. Hey kiddo, you're just staring at me. Sometimes they act like you owe them money. Really, it's cake, but it might as well be money. I don't have anything, I'm sorry. The other things that happened with the calf right at the end is the teeth begin to come in. So they're going to get all their teeth. They're going to drop in. That's pretty much the last thing that happens besides the fat buildup. And then hair around the base of the tail. So you can tell if you've got a premature calf, if they don't have teeth, if they're missing hair around the base of the tail, that kind of thing. Then it's an easy way to tell if you have a premature calf, and you're able to scoop it up and get it in as fast as you can. So that's basically it for what's happening with the calf. But now that we're out here, we might as well go around and check these guys really quick and just take a look and see what we're looking for as we get closer to calving, and what can tip us off maybe just a little bit early on what's happening with some of these cows. It's Charles Dickens who said it was the best of times and it was the worst of times. I feel exactly the same way about calving. I like calving. In fact, I love calving. It's a great time on the ranch because you get new life. You see new faces, new animals, new personalities are a lot of fun. And just the excitement of it, I think, is really good. But it's also it's the worst time because it's the time when things are going to go bad, right? So I think probably 90% of losses that happen on a ranch probably happen during calving, because that's when bad things happen. Calves are born sick. We have pneumonia. We have premature calves. There's 20 different things that could happen. You can have twins and one of the twins doesn't do well, or you can have other diseases, coccidiosis, that kind of stuff that can run through. And it's always a really stressful time just because you never know what you're going to deal with every single day. Filming it makes it 20 times worse because I don't know what's going to happen. And so when I'm filming, a lot of times it's just kind of like we just go with the flow, and then we figure out later on, hey, are we going to be able to put this out or not? And then during the 30 and 30, it's even harder because if I film something and then I'm like, oh, I can't do that. Now I've got to film something else to be able to bring people along on the ranch for that day. So, and then you got to shake it off, So you have, we had a cow or a calf last year that was delivered via C-section, and the calf didn't live, and the cow died, and it was just a train wreck all the way through. And we filmed it. And we put it out as a video, but still, if that would have happened and I said, okay, now I've got to go make another video, and you have to shake that off. You have to get rid of that completely. And I think that's one thing that people don't realize when you're filming, and especially during stressful times on the ranch or even stressful times at home, is a lot of times, you have to shake that off. Erin and I could have a fight, and then I've got to come out and film. And it's like, okay, well, now let's put all that behind us and put on your smiley face and make a video that people are going to watch. So the stress of the situation definitely comes into play. Calving is no different. Very stressful time on the ranch, but a very rewarding time as well. And one that, if we didn't have a cow-calf operation and we just ran, let's say we bought steers and brought them in and fed them up and then put them out. I don't know if it'd be the same thing. Like I like seeing the circle of life. I think that that's a very important thing, not only for myself, but for my kids, and to be able to share it with other people. So the calving, stressful, yeah, but would I want to not do it? Definitely not. I mean, I want to be there for every single calf's birth, and the lights go out. So with the restructuring of the ranch, we're looking at smaller herd size right now. I'm only going to be calving out 30 some cows. That's why I said I'm hoping to get them all done in 1 month. We'll see. But really, that's not up to me, but you know, we can hope. I haven't calved just 30 cows ever. The first year that we came to the ranch back in 2008, when we left our corporate jobs and came here to help out family, I think we had close to 70 cows here or something like that. So that was my very first calving year. I had really no idea what I was doing. I don't know if I have much more of a clue, but I'm definitely trying here. I'm just kidding. I do kind of know what I'm doing, I think, after 12 years out here. We really just want to take a look at the cows. That's my big thing. All right, so we're going to come out, we're going to cruise around the cows. This is pretty much like I said, the beginning of every single day here for the next God knows how long. I'm looking at cows. I'm looking for bags filling up. I'm looking for their udders to begin to swell, become tight. It's easiest to tell from the backside what's happening there. I'm also looking for any swelling of the vulva, any loosening of the ligaments around the back end. So if we can get around to the back end of a cow, which is sometimes tricky because they like to turn, if you notice, and keep an eye on us. This is Bambi, one of our pet cows. She definitely wants to keep an eye on what we're doing. Let's go find somebody else. Take a look at the rear end of Mama Cow. We're gonna turn. All right, well, somebody pay attention to me. All right, there we go. Okay, so obviously there's no swelling of the bag, no puffing of the, hey, there you go. Thank you for that very nice view. We do appreciate that. So nothing happening there. I'm not really too worried about any of these ones. We're really mostly just kind of cruising around making sure everybody's healthy and everybody looks good out here. One thing we do have to do is, because I'm not counting these cows every single day, which I could do, which is one way to do this. One thing I like to do is actually get out and drive a little bit into the pasture, especially on nice days like this. It's about 45 degrees this morning. Or no, it's not that. Oh yeah, 43 degrees this morning. And I like to get out and kind of move around a little bit and make sure that no cow has wandered off, because that's the first thing that we're always looking for. When we've got a cow that's in labor, 9 times out of 10, the first thing she's going to do is wander off. And right now, they have access to about 400 acres to go out and calve in. Some people have told me that's too much room. Honestly, it doesn't bother me at all. I can move a cow in really quickly if I have to, and be able to deal with any situation that I need to. But I find that having more comfortable cows that aren't confined, that feel like they have room to get out and get away if they want to, is not a bad thing at all. The only bad thing about it is there's lots of places to hide. So if there's a cow that's in labor and wants to get away from the other cows and have her calf, we do have to put on a couple miles on the gator every single morning. Head out, take a quick drive around, and make sure that nobody's hiding. The nice thing about our home pasture is that it is pretty flat as compared to the rest of the ranch. There's a lot of rolling hills on the ranch. The home pasture is pretty flat, so we can see most of it. There's only a small area that the cows can really go down and hide in if they want to, and that's down in here in our low spots. And it only takes about 5 minutes to quickly make a run around here and just make sure that nobody's hiding out. With that done, the rest of this is all flat. We've already seen it. We know that the cows are okay. Nobody's calving this morning, which is a great thing. And we can go about our regular day, which is basically moving into feeding and every other chore that needs to be done on the ranch. So that's pretty much it. When I'm talking about going out in the morning, just making sure that cows and calves are okay, this is what it is. It's a basic, simple drive around, and I hope you enjoyed coming along with us for it this morning. Luckily, nothing going on, but we are still waiting for that first calf. The 30 and 30 is coming up. Who knows, we might have our first calf before that, which is totally possible, but we'll definitely bring you along for the ride as we continue to explore the ranch life, escape the ordinary. Go and subscribe, follow along. Like I said, 30 and 30 happening beginning April 1st, running all the way through the end of April, 24-hour live stream on May 1st. And we're hoping you can join us for all or part of that. It's always crazy for me that people actually take the day off from work to come and hang out on the for the 24-hour live stream. So it's not everybody. I'm not saying everybody does it, but there are a few that are diehards. They're right there with me, ranching for the entire day. So come along for the 30 and 30. You can ranch every day. New videos will be out every single morning for the entire month of the previous day and what happened on the ranch. So that's it for me today, guys. I am going to get back to work. I'm happy all the cows look great. No calves is good. We want them to hold them in as long as possible. Let's have some healthy calves this year. We'll see you next time right here on Our Wyoming Life.